Anti-ICE protesters packed the entrance to a migrant detention center, as Megan mentioned, in Dilley today. What began as a peaceful demonstration ended in the deployment of tear gas. KENS 5 reporter Zach Briggs is following the story from Dilley.
People from across Texas traveled to Dilley today, marching in solidarity with the migrants and children who are being held at this detention center.
While largely a peaceful protest, there was a point where law enforcement deployed tear gas, which impacted the protesters and media. Here's footage leading up to the brief period of chaos. Law enforcement ordering protesters and reporters to get back, and you could eventually see one of the officers throw canisters of tear gas. My colleague and I were working on this story inside our car at the time when this happened, and even we couldn't escape the effects of the tear gas. Opening the door just a little bit let the chemical irritant inside, but we're doing okay. Protesters marched 2 miles from downtown Dilley to the ICE detention center. That's where Liam Ramos and his father are being held after being taken into custody in Minnesota. Congressman Joaquin Castro was able to meet with Liam while touring the facility. Here's Misty Barrera, who traveled from Houston this morning to take part in the protest. She happened to be on the front lines when law enforcement deployed the gas.
We weren't doing anything wrong. We weren't harming anyone. We weren't inciting anyone. They can't even hear us from the prison. So it was just a show of force and to just try and scare us. And frankly, it's only motivating me to come back more and to fight harder.
And providing any other medical service they needed, including the protesters and reporters who were on the front lines when law enforcement deployed the gas. In Dilley, I'm Zach Briggs, KENS 5.